What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is what's been going on in my head, okay? We already know that Apple's doing an event. If you don't know, Apple's doing an event in a couple weeks. I think March 25th is the date. And they sent out the press invites. First of all, I just want to say I did not get one. I'm so salty. Tim Cook, I don't understand how you can be my dad and also not invite me to these things at the same time. This just makes me want to overthrow you even more and become CEO of Apple. I'm just saying. I'm going to say this right now and I'll put this in stone. If I don't get a WWDC pass, if I don't get there in June, I'm going to cry myself to sleep every night, all right? I'm just gonna be honest, but that's besides the fact. That's something I gotta figure out on my own. In my personal opinion, a lot of people are saying that the iPhone SE2, which I've extensively covered, I made so many renders, everybody pretty much already knows what it is. People are saying that's going to be released in this March event. I'm telling you right now, guys, it is 100% not going to be released. And again, I don't know if I did a warning before this video, but everything I'm saying in this video is completely my opinion. There's no way this can be verified at all. So I could be totally wrong, but this is just what I think from my past experience with having Apple products and researching them. I mean, I'm not like an Apple analyst or anything, but from my past experience, this is what I kind of think. In my opinion, it's just as good as yours, but I don't think the iPhone SE2 is being released in this March event. Apple is not releasing any iPhones. I don't think they're releasing any MacBooks either, but here are 3 products that I think they're probably going to release. The main thing they're probably going to release, honestly, in my opinion, I think they're going to drop the new iPads, okay? They're going to release the cheaper iPad. I think the 7th gen we're at, or 8th gen, whichever one we're at now. The newer version of the 2018 iPad. They're going to go ahead and refresh that for this year. Apparently, people are saying it's going to keep the home button. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but that's that. And hopefully they're going to refresh the iPad mini. So that's going to get a little bit of an update right there. And I kind of have this assumption because we were already kind of expecting when I've done leaked videos about this before. But if you look at their special invite that they did, one specific one that they did, it literally looks like an iPad back of it. Like it looks like the back of an iPad. And if you look closely, it kind of looks like the new iPad Pros. But for me, it looks like when a specific light hits the back of an iPad and it kind of has that like a rainbow, like the shading effect a little bit. That's honestly what it looks like to me. And it could potentially be an iPad they're releasing. I could be totally wrong. It's definitely not an iPhone because obviously this is a completely different texture. So in my opinion, I could see them releasing an iPad of some sort. So that is that, right? That is one aspect of it. The second thing that I could see them possibly releasing even more would be the AirPods 2. That's probably, I could see them doing that. It's going to pretty much look exactly the same. People are saying it's going to be a little bit thicker. I'm praying to God that it is, so it actually fits a bigger battery inside of it. Obviously updated internals, hopefully a new black color. Some people are saying it's going to have like a LED light inside of it. I don't know about that. In order to determine whether it's charging or not, I think that'd be really cool. Some people, some other YouTubers have done really good renders on them. So shout out to them. I wish I could do as great renderings as they do, but yeah, they did some really great ones too. But I really do think, I think AirPods 2 are probably going to release most likely, and then iPad right behind it. I mean, if I didn't see this Apple event thing, I would have probably have guessed not, but in my opinion, because of that one thing, it honestly looks like they're going to release the iPads, and we were already assuming AirPods 2s, but who knows at this point. I'm assuming that. But the third and final thing could potentially be an iPod Touch, a new iPod Touch. So the last leak that we heard, apparently it wasn't even true, which is so stupid. I literally hate it when people make renders and stupid things like that, and they try to make those as true. Like, what are you trying to get clout from us or something? Like, it makes absolutely no sense. You lose all credibility. You make everyone who reviews those things like me look bad, and it's just so dumb. I don't understand it. But regardless, I mean, honestly, I could see why they would release in WWDC, but here's the thing, okay? Do you think Apple's just going to let the iPod Touch die down? I mean, they still keep it in the Apple Store. I guess they're still developing them and creating them and manufacturing them. So here's the thing, iOS 12 is going to be the last version of iOS that the iPod Touch 6th generation gets. So in my opinion, I could see Apple waiting until WWDC to release it, but because this event specifically is centered around music and subscription-based things, and I think iTunes and Apple Music, I could see Apple going ahead and releasing an iPod Touch to kind of, you know, wrap up this whole entire thing. Apparently it's only software, this whole entire release, but I really do think they're going to release some hardware because they're inviting journalists, they're live streaming this thing too, and people are live tweeting this thing, and they haven't done one of these live streams for the March events in a long time, I think for a couple years now. So there's a reason they're trying to get a lot of coverage, they're trying to get a lot of clout for this specific event, so then people can go tweet about it, and then they can go release their hardware, and people can go tweet about it too. So those 3 things, the new iPads, the new AirPods, and hopefully an iPod Touch 7th generation, those 3 things I could see Apple releasing in this March event alongside with the softwares. But if I had to put a list on which ones are more likely, I would probably say AirPods 2 are way more likely, followed by the new iPads, and then followed by the iPod Touch 7th generation. I mean, people think like Apple's never going to make a new pair of AirPods. Obviously, they're going to do that at some point. They're making so much money off of them. So it's just a matter of time whether they release it now or they released it at WWDC, or they released it in the September event. It just depends. The iPads are also, I don't know, that's kind of more up in the air than the AirPods 2 because, iPad minis, that hasn't been refreshed in a while. The bigger iPad though, the 9.7-inch one, that will 100% get refreshed at some point. So I see that coming in this March event too. And the iPod Touch 7th generation, that really just depends if Apple wants to keep the iPod lineup going. And WWDC is their deadline. If they don't announce another iPod Touch at that point, then the iPod lineup is finished, which is really sad to think because there's no more support for them. So that's pretty much it. A quick little roundup of 3 main devices that I could see being released in this March event. So pretty crazy stuff. I'm super excited for it. Watch them just do a whole software release and not even release any of the things that I just said. But I do think they're going to release at least 1 or 2 out of the 3 things that I listed. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button. That'll mean so much. But definitely hit that subscribe button, guys. I have a quick announcement. 2 things. Obviously, the iPhone SE giveaway is still going. I have 2 more iPhones to give away. I'm giving one away this Sunday, then the next Sunday after that. So keep it locked down to the channel. I'm giving away those soon. I'm picking the winners every Sunday after this. So click the first link in the description if you want to see that video. But the second thing, I'm making a mixtape. I've already done 2 of them. Those are more serious ones. Those are already on my SoundCloud. You can listen to them. I make music. But I want to make this next one. This is more so of a not a goofy one, but I kind of want to talk about technology and phones and stuff, but kind of make a really dope mixtape out of it and make it I don't know. I've ran some ideas. I've already done that Tim Cook diss track, if you heard that. Kind of some things like that, but way more better than that one. So keep a like down on the channel. If you guys even listen this far into the videos, that's one thing that I'm going to work on soon. I should have that out in a couple months, maybe, hopefully sooner than later, but that's pretty much it. If you listen this far into this video, I freaking love you guys, but more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.